I just realized my hair's like really scruffy now, huh?
Yes.
Oh my god, we finally found a place to park that it doesn't look like it's in the middle of the night, even though it is in the middle of the night. It's currently 12:22, 22 minutes after midnight, yes. Yep. And we just got out of seeing, what was it called, The Crucible? I might be thinking Twitch politics a bit too much right now.
It's called The Creator.
The Creator.
Because that's what the word that starts with an N meant. I've entirely forgotten the entire movie. We shouldn't be doing this.
Okay, so listen. Dave was like, oh man, I really want to see this movie. Everyone's saying it's so good. It's such an amazing movie. So let's go see it.
It was really bad.
What a garbage movie.
It wasn't even like funny garbage. It was just like this.
It was just bad.
It was poorly written. Like, in no logical world would this story have ever actually taken place. Be it future or otherwise.
Okay.
Like...
Here, can I TLDR the story in 5 minutes?
Probably.
Okay.
It was a very simple story. Very simple story. I don't even know what the fuck they padded it out with. I don't know.
Lots of flashbacks of Joshua's relationship with Maya.
Yeah, I guess. But, there wasn't even that many. It was just mostly him crying. You know what I will say, though?
Okay,
Joshua,
go ahead.
Listen. Joshua's actor was not super great.
No,
For any time it wasn't a super emotional scene, it felt like he was just some guy the director grabbed off the street and was like, "You're acting."
You're acting now.
But I will give him credit for all the emotional scenes, very emotional ones. If he was angry or sad, I was actually very invested. That was really good. That was not really good. It was good. That part was good compared to the rest of the movie.
Usually, we don't leave with a bunch of popcorn. This time, we actually did. Mainly because we were too busy talking to each other about how bad the movie was. Which, I know you're not supposed to do when you're in the theater, but it was a pretty empty theater. It's the middle of the night.
Well, so we were whispering, so it was fine.
Yeah.
No, so we were, Dev still doesn't realize how much of an outlier?
Outlier?
Fuck, how do you pronounce that word? I forget.
Outlier.
I'm too tired. How much of an outlier he is for liking the middle of the theater.
I do.
If you're at a late night showing with your girlfriend, most people are gonna sit very back of the theater. So we were actually very far away from the other two. Well, I'd say two couples, but one was two guys. So who knows if they were gay? We'll see the other two couples of people that were there.
The only reason that a guy and a girl sit in the very back of the theater is to get a hand job, and it wasn't happening tonight. So
I mean, maybe. Not like.
Are you saying it might have happened?
Well, not me and you. We don't do that stuff. That's gross.
Yeah. Talk about them.
Okay, I really don't want to.
Oh, are you full?
Yes.
Okay.
Unlike you, I have a bottom to my stomach.
God damn it, Naomi.
I will steal some of your iced tea.
Okay. The movie. Here's the movie.
Go.
Okay. Joshua and Maya living on a beach in, Thailand or something.
The Asian Republic.
The new Asian Republic.
The new Asian Republic. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay. So, it is the not near future, but it seems like it's probably more than 100 years, but not 1,000.
I'd say at most 500, and that no, but that's
like 200.
That's at most.
It's the future. It's the future, and we have robots, and we have flying cars, and we have all
AI robots, actual
AI.
Shit, what's that movie called? Shit, I don't remember. Never mind. Go.
Anyway, what's really interesting about it is that there's a war between America and the Republic of New Asia, and we get a quick map of the Republic of New Asia. It includes
China.
It includes Japan. It includes a whole bunch of stuff in South Asia, but it does not include China, and it does not include Taiwan. It's I know exactly what demographic they're trying not to piss off here with this movie, but
You think they would have been fine though, since the whole movie was very anti-American.
Yeah, but they don't give a fuck in China. So America is at war with the Republic of New Asia, and they're kind of evenly matched because America's not just fucking raping them into the dirt, but America clearly has the upper hand.
Well, America only has the upper hand because of
their space station. which is
And it's not a space station.
it's at varying
ship.
it's at varying heights.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Like
Well, it's
sometimes
a ship that moves.
Well, yeah, I know that.
New Haven?
no, it's called NORAD. It's called Nomad.
Nomad, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's at varying heights because it nomads
No,
around.
I get it. But like, no. Sometimes they'll show it, and it's like very clearly visible from the ground, and it's like
Yeah.
kind of skimming
Yeah.
the mountains. But then they'll show it from the same time from above, and it's in space, and it's like,
I think that was supposed to like show how big it is. Like, you know how in sci-fi movies, like really, really big things will look like you can reach up and touch them, even though they're like millions of miles away.
oh, by the way, we're spoiling the whole thing. I don't give a fuck. so. There's this war between America and the Republic of New Asia. The reason is that a nuclear weapon went off in Los Angeles and killed millions of people based.
Yep.
And LA is a shithole, man. And America blamed it on AI.
Yep.
So they abolished AI in the United States, but the Republic of New Asia was still developing AI. So they went to war, and they said we're gonna go to war with every country until they stop developing artificial intelligence. Now, so there's like a bunch of robots hanging out, and like in the Republic of New Asia, the people and the robots like hang out, and they're like friends, and it's like it's a robot paradise.
Yeah, they're equals. And
the Americans are all like hoorah, fuck the AIs. So what ends up happening is Joshua and Maya are living on a beach in somewhere in the Republic of New Asia.
Yep.
And it turns out that Joshua is infiltrating.
He's an undercover agent for America.
Undercover agent. And spoilers, Maya's actually really important because she's someone who like makes robots.
Yeah.
Which we don't learn until the very end of the movie, but it doesn't fucking matter. And there's like the squad shows up.
There's a
raid
from the Americans.
And Josh is like, no, my wife, she's pregnant, no! And then like they all get fucking owned.
Yep. Everyone dies.
Everyone dies from this American attack on. And then like Joshua's back in the States and he's like, I hate my life. He's like drinking.
Yep.
And they recruit him for one final mission.
As it goes.
As it goes. And they entice him to do it because they show him like doctored, turns out to be doctored obviously. The American military shows him this footage. It's like, your wife's still alive, you can go back and get her. And this is one final mission, you can bring you in for this. And he's like, oh. So they go out and they like it's so by the books. Like, if you've seen an 80s action movie, you've seen this part of the movie. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, the soldier who's, like, depressed and he doesn't want to go back, but he's roped back in for one final shot. They have that scene from Predator where they're all on the helicopter coming into the mission, and they're all, like, they're playing music, and they're, like, getting to know the squad. Like, it's
who lived for all of, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So they land in what looks to be like a Vietnamese village, and this is when I realized, oh, this is also a Vietnam movie. Because I don't know if you've seen like the 1980s Vietnam movies.
I have not, but I know the premise of them, so I'm good.
Yeah, so like, because like Vietnam was one of those iconic wars where like America was very clearly wrong and treated the veterans very badly after that war.
Yeah.
So it's kind of become like, when you say Vietnam, it has this certain quality in the American psyche where it's like, okay, this is an unjust war. We were on the wrong side of it. And that's this. It looks like Vietnam. It's like future Vietnam. It feels like Vietnam. The soldiers.
You say future. The only futuristic thing about any of these places that we visit in the new Asian Republic, except for the one city, is that they're all farming villages.
Yeah.
The only future thing is that there's robots. There's robots that look like people, except for the back of their heads.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only new thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you they spent most of the money on the CGI for this instead of writers.
Maybe, yeah. So they have this very clearly like Vietnam style village.
Yeah.
And there's like, and he's like, oh man, they built a village on top of the facility to hide it. And so the American soldiers are going in, they're pointing their guns at the villagers saying, where's the entrance? They find the entrance, they go down into the facility. Yeah. Everyone fucking dies. But Joshua finds this robot kid.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they made a child. They made a robot in the form of a child.
Because there's no robot kids. They can't procreate.
Yeah.
So technically they're not a species.
Yeah. But they call themselves a species, though. It's so stupid. So the minute I saw this, I was like, the kid is going to be their kid because Maya was pregnant.
I came to that conclusion slightly later, but yes.
But the minute I saw that kid, I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. Yeah. This is going to be like a half human, half robot child. Yep. And it's going to be their child because, and I was like, it was so obvious. It was so obvious.
Yeah, like, You were kind of wrong, though. We both were.
I was, like, mostly right.
Yeah, no, but we thought it was going to be a hybrid. Spoilers, it wasn't, but it was his kid because she just
They scanned the embryo.
Yeah, she scanned the brain of her pregnant self
Yeah.
and made a baby robot. Or
Yeah.
child robot, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever was a baby.
It was just an embryo. She was, like, 8 months when she got fucking blown up.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm talking about the robot child. I don't know if it ever was a baby robot child or if it was just already
I don't
that
think it
age.
grew. Okay, imagine being that baby robot and then, like, 100 years later, she's like, I'm all grown up now, but I'm still in this fucking 5-year-old body. This sucks.
Yeah. We have no idea if she's gonna actually, like, physically age or not.
I don't think so.
We don't know. She's just
a
a kid robot for some fucking reason. I feel like the plan was probably to, like, build her a teen and then an adult body. I don't fucking know.
I think the plan is that people understand that, like, old, grizzled, scarred man adopts a random young girl and takes care of her and redeems himself through that.
Yeah.
Has been a good plot, and it was good in The Walking Dead, and it was good in Last of Us, and it was not good in this. That's what they were going for. They were clearly going for that.
Yes. Also, our protagonist is not a good person.
No, he's not. Well, here's the thing. That's kind of the point, though, because by the end, he's like, I'm a good person now.
No, but listen. In general, before the whole fuck, like, he was not a good person.
No, he never was. Yeah.
Can I fast forward just slightly, just
Go
for
ahead,
my example? So, like, he goes back, the whole fucking shenaniganery with the raid on the farming village on top of this fucking facility happens. He finds the kid, everyone gets blown up except him and the kid somehow. So, fast forward through some slightly other shenanigans, him and the kid, like, end up traveling together, and they not abduct, but, like, hide out in a van, a family's van, and the family knows they're there because, you know, Josh was threatening them.
Yeah.
And so they get to a checkpoint, like,
Into the city.
They almost get caught, the robot child saves them all, but then Joshua is fucking, like, he put all those children in danger.
Yeah, just trying to get through the
like
checkpoint.
real children. Like his whole thing throughout the movie is that, oh, the robots aren't real, so it's fine to kill them because they're not real.
Mm-hmm.
And then he puts a whole bunch of human children in real danger.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck, Joshua?
And the only reason that they get out of it is because the robot kid is Alfie, right?
Alfie.
Alfie uses was it his or her?
Her. It was a girl.
I couldn't fucking touch it. It's bald. It's this bald androgynous kid. I can't fucking tell.
Stop. I thought it was a boy until they said it was a girl.
I didn't
and then
notice
when
that.
she started talking more, I was like, okay, yeah, that's a girl.
That could have been like a young boy.
I mean, it could have. It doesn't really matter
shaking the
either
whole car?
way.
Stop shaking. Okay, so anyway, what ends up happening is they get to the city. He goes to meet, like, his old contact, who's now, like, started a new life for himself. He's left America. He has, like, a robot girlfriend. They work on, like a robot
She's hot, though.
manufacturer. Yeah.
Yeah, she, like, the best part of the movie.
They're in a factory, and they're like, oh my god, dude, this robot kid's like something special. What the fuck is
She's
this?
super special.
There's something going on with her.
If her powers before didn't,
Yeah.
quantify that.
And then, like, they're being tracked, so the robot girlfriend gets blown the fuck up.
Yeah, it was actually really sad.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything wrong. And then I was super mad at the Chinese police, because she ordered...
Those are Chinese, but...
Whatever. It's the same thing.
Wow, Naomi, you're fucking racist.
The New Republic Asian police.
Give me that popcorn back.
The Asian police.
The Asian police.
So, the robot girlfriend ordered ice cream for the child robot.
Using, like, Uber Eats.
Yeah, like, it was a cute moment between them, and, like...
The driver's like, please leave a good tip.
Good review. Turns out it was a cop in disguise, and he put a bomb in the fucking bag and then blew her up. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she opens it and she's like, oh, shit, just blows up.
She was an innocent bystander. And that was also a robot cop.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yep. So, Joshua, Alfie, and his old contact, who just lost his robot girlfriend, he's, like, broken up over it.
He was very sad.
They escape the city.
Yep.
They're following a tracker, which was built into the wedding ring from Maya.
That made me so fucking mad.
And he's like, I gotta find her, dude. And, like, they just ends up being in the ruins of his old house.
Yep.
And there's, like, nothing there.
Yep.
And then,
like, got blown the fuck up.
And then his friend fucking dies, and he's like, his friend's like, I'm sorry, Joshua. And I'm like, dude, this guy came back into your life, got your girlfriend killed, turned you into a fugitive, and then you fucking died.
Why are you saying sorry?
This guy just ruined your life, dude.
Joshua literally ruined everything he touched.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the entire movie, anytime he went a place, everyone fucking died.
Yep.
Every single time.
So Joshua ends up back at like the camp of the. It's not the government of the Asian Republic, the Asian Republic. It's like.
No, it's the resistance.
It's like the resistance, but like.
Not against the Asian Republic. It's against America. It's the resistance against America.
But if America's at war with the Republic of New Asia, why isn't the government of Republic of New Asia fighting back? It's like a resistance movement inside. It's like.
That's because they didn't have a fucking government. Like there was
that city, that like Cyberpunk city.
Listen to me. They didn't have a fucking government in this movie. The government did not exist for the the fucking Asian Republic.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't, because they never showed up. You know what the
police showed up.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. The only government forces was the police. That was it. Everything else was fucking synth farmers.
Yeah.
With weapons.
Well, here's the thing. They clearly have a government because they had that like Cyberpunk city.
They had a cyberpunk city and a lab. Those are the only two signs of government, while America is attacking them.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense, and it makes me so angry.
So there's this long scene of them hanging out at their base. They have like 18 different bases they go to, by the way, as like each one gets attacked. And they're like, the girl robot is special because when she trains up her power, she can just deactivate and activate and reprogram all mechanics like machines at a whim.
Yeah, they explained that earlier, but like the sad part about this was that they wanted her to go like be kamikaze up on Nomad.
Nomad, yeah.
And like one robot was like, does she even know what she was built for? And like the main resistance robot, old man robot, was like, no, she's innocent. And the other guy got mad and left. Not Joshua, the other robot.
The other robot, yeah.
We're not gonna use anyone's names.
No, it doesn't matter. So there's like a bunch of shenanigans. The Americans attack. Okay, when the Americans roll in, it's the most Vietnam-like because you have like these fucking
huge tanks,
giant tanks.
They're huge.
They're probably about the size of the entire movie theater back there.
Yeah, like they're
really big.
They're so big.
Yeah.
And my favorite part about that was they saw the one big tank and then the other one stuck up behind them.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Like, what the fuck?
They have tons of these giant, like, mall-sized tanks, okay? Yeah. And you have, like, these fucking... They're like Vietnamese rice farmers, but they're robots, but they're, like, dressed in, like, the same clothes, and they're, like, firing their little AK-47s at these tanks that are the size of a fucking giant building, like a university campus. It's so stupid. It's so fucking retarded.
Because, that reminds me, one of the things that always kept surprising me in the movie was how powerful the hand bombs were. Those they kept having hand bombs they could, like, stick to, like, metal stuff.
Yeah, like magnet bombs.
And they would run away. And they would blow everything up. Like this giant, this stupid thing was about the size of my hand.
Yep.
And it blew up a mall-sized tank just from one of them.
Yep.
Just one. And I was just like, what the fuck? That's a really powerful bomb. Why are they not just, like, using this for everything?
So, they escape to, like, a Buddhist temple. Where the Buddhist temple is completely filled with robots.
After Alfie got shot. That's important.
Alfie got shot. It's not that important. It's kind of important.
Well, actually, you know what? It's not important at all.
Yeah,
I brought it up, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, like, they didn't even show her, like, getting repaired or anything. She just got shot, and then she's fine.
Also, we don't technically know how she got repaired, because they told... They were supposed to bring her to Nemoda?
What doesn't matter? Who fucking cares?
Whatever. The creator. And they did. Turns out she was in a coma, but we don't know how Alfie got repaired.
Hold on. So, they go to the Buddhist temple. And they at the center of this Buddhist temple. By the way, they go in and there's like robots like in the temple. They're like dressed in little like Buddhist robes and they have like prayer beads and stuff. But they're robots.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Maya was in a coma this whole time in the center of the temple.
Yeah.
And the Buddhist monks are like, yeah, so we can't kill her because it's against the law for us to. Well, no, for us to kill the creator.
It was robot.
So you have to do it because she's in the coma.
Yeah.
So she's just been in a coma for 5 years.
Yep.
And he's like, oh fuck, dude. So,
it was actually a very emotional scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was one of like the highlights of like it was very sad.
Yeah. So he kills her. The Americans blow the place up again.
Turning off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what though? That technically wasn't Joshua's fault, even though he had the ring that they could have tracked him with. It was like the other robot lady resistance fighters' fault because she told him where they were going.
Yeah.
Where he was going.
So
what the one time
Joshua and Alfie get put into like a ship, then they escape, and then Nomad blows up the temple, and then they're back in the States again, and they're like, "You're a hero, Joshua, you did it."
You told that slightly wrong.
No, that's pretty much right.
Well, no, I mean, they don't...
Let me get through it. So, I said 5 minutes, goddammit. So, they're back in the States, and then they're like, listen, we gotta shut down this fucking thing, dude. And Josh was like, all right, I'll do it. So they give him like an EMP
Which
gun.
also was kind of dumb.
It was kind of stupid.
Like, if the American government, we'll just say, doesn't believe that AI is actually, like, real people, you know, then they should have had no problem just, like, tearing her to pieces. Just rip out her voice box first. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they kept
right?
saying...
Like, it made no sense.
They kept saying that the AIs can't actually feel, they just act like they do, so when he says it's going to be more painful if it does, it doesn't matter, they can't feel anything.
It does not.
It's so stupid.
Like, they literally brought him back for plot.
Yeah, it's just to make the Americans look bad, yeah. Yeah. So, they give him an EMP gun, they say go in there and kill her.
Yeah.
Because we can't risk her being alive. Mm-hmm. So he goes in there, and he whispers in her ear to go into standby. He uses the EMP gun. She's shut down. They go to, like, incinerate her. And then he's going along with her. And then he's like, okay, wake up now. And then she wakes up, like, crashes the car they're in. They escape onto a commercial shuttle going to the lunar colonies, which they just pull that out of their ass at the last minute.
Well, like, I mean, that part was partially expected. Like, considering Nomad exists, of course they're going to have lunar colonies. Like, that made sense.
So, like, the shuttle up to the moon is like a space, is like an aircraft, like an air flight. And it's like, okay, everyone take your seats. And, like, so they go up there. Alpha uses her powers, hijacks the plane, lands at Nomad. Mm-hmm. The Americans are, like, hopelessly inept trying to stop her.
Okay,
They try so many things, and she's just like, nope.
They didn't fucking try anything. This tiny little robot child ran through an entire fucking space station. It didn't get caught once. Didn't get shot. Nothing happened to her. Nothing.
And there was one smart bit, because she was depressurizing sections because she doesn't need to breathe. Mm-hmm. So like all the humans were like running away, and she was like, I'm just gonna go through this path now. That was kind of smart.
She depressurized one section.
Yeah, but you can kind of see.
No, it was really fucking stupid.
Okay, it was stupid.
No, it was dumb.
So she gets up there. She shuts Nomad down.
And Joshua plants one of those giant, like, really powerful hand bombs on one missile.
Which then, like, blows up and takes the station out after they shut them.
The entirety of this, like, giant one-hand bomb on a missile.
Alfie gets into a
escape pod. He was supposed to get in the escape pod too, but his oxygen ran out. So she had him like in one of the airlock.
Yeah, and then like a robot spider shows up and is like, I'm gonna stop you, but then like damages the door. Like it's all fucking contrived. So Alfie's stuck inside the escape pod. Joshua's stuck outside. Joshua launches Alfie back to Earth.
After an emotional scene.
Yep.
That one was emotional too.
Nomad blows up, and then like it ends with Alfie getting out of the escape pod, and all the robots are like running towards the exploding nuclear wreckage. Like, yeah.
Okay, now listen though. That happens in literally any fucking sci-fi movie where like something explodes and then falls to the planet that they're at. And they just run towards it. Well, everything's still exploding.
Even
and
though
it makes me
mad. It should be like
It makes me so angry in every movie. But that was expected in this. That was actually not the worst part.
Yeah. And then the movie just ends.
My annoyance, though, was that I actually think, like, it ended on Alfie, like, crying and then smiling and, like, laughing because
the robots are free!
Yeah, because everyone was cheering. I think they both should have died up in the space station.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. You just had like the leader of the resistance and yeah.
I think well, because like Alfie's down on the planet now. She has no parents, Joshua. Oh, and this is actually semi-important. For some fucking reason, Alfie went to the AI research center on. I keep wanting to call it the Normandy, the Nomad.
The Normandy.
On the Nomad, and found a look-alike synth of her mom.
To try to like revive her because she had like the brain chip.
Because they had the brain chip because the fucking sergeant lady.
Yeah, it was so there was so much we skipped over. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like at the end, because she like it's still her brain in the synth, right? So her and Joshua end up reuniting because Alfie left her because she thought it didn't work.
Yeah, but it did work.
But it did work, and they were in the garden, and it was beautiful.
And they died.
I think they all should have died, so they all would have gone to heaven together. That actually
no one's going to heaven because heaven doesn't exist.
Point of the movie.
Atheist
they kept saying that they were all like they were going to go to heaven.
They kept saying heaven because heaven was supposed to be Nomad, because he kept saying place in the sky.
Yes, I know. I understand that. I think it would have been, like, actually, like a kind of sweet, like, a sadly beautiful moment if they all fucking died in each other's arms after finally being able to blow up Nomad.
So, here's the thing, all right?
Because she wasn't supposed to survive that, Alfie. Remember?
Yeah, she was supposed to... She was supposed to just die. Back. Yeah. So, here's the situation, okay?
Yeah.
This is, like... It's...
That's the entire movie.
Yeah, that's the entire movie. And the plot doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. Listen, the tone of the movie is, like, it's very anti-American. It's very much like future Vietnam, where, like American soldiers are treated like shit. America had no reason for being there. The generals are all, like, scum fucks. You know, like the Americans are just, like, hateful bastards, and the Vietnamese are all portrayed as, like, these, you know, like these innocent rice farmers who didn't do nothing. You know, it's very much like a pro-Vietnam, anti-American movie, but set in the future.
Yeah.
And then, on top of that, it had layers initially of, like, 80s action, at least the setup, and then it moved more into, like, The Matrix, kind of. Like it wasn't at all like The Matrix. Like, you can tell, like, the person who was writing this was like, this is gonna be the new Matrix, dude. I'm gonna make the next fucking big thing about AIs this time. Like you can tell that they wanted this to be, like, a fucking masterpiece, and it wasn't. But the thing is, like, there's enough good pieces here that if it was actually given to a competent writer, it could have actually been a really good movie.
It being anti-American isn't bad. Actually, surprisingly, it being anti-American actually wasn't, like, a bad point to the movie. It just made it, like, very...
It was so over the top.
Yeah, but, like, it just made it, like, very illogical. Like, they could have, like, toned it down a little and still made it like anti-American, but in a more logical sense.
Yeah. It's because, like the Americans were so cartoonishly evil, and
especially that one guy threatening to blow the dog's head off.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It was so stupid. and the AIs were so, like, saintly and innocent, and it was dumb.
Like that.
It didn't work. Right?
Yeah.
Like, here, I know I simp for Attack on Titan a lot, but if you want a show or a narrative
that was trying to do what this did,
that actually shows that both sides are good and evil at the same time, Attack on Titan did that great.
Yep, it did.
Did it great.
Yep.
Aside from the American Vietnam thing, though,
what made it really bad was the terrible, horrible writing and the inconsistency. There was no logic throughout this movie. It was just, yes, we are going to make the plot somehow go from point A to point B.
Yep.
And that was the logic of the movie.
And that's it.
Go to point A to point B somehow. Doesn't matter how.
And, like,
we're gonna get there.
The rules are always inconsistent.
And look, oh my god, it just,
Okay, you know what also reminds me of? The setting also reminds me of Overwatch, actually.
a little bit, yeah, I'll agree on that. Like anti-synth, yeah.
Well, it's very anti-AI, anti-robot.
Yeah.
But also, like, Overwatch.
iRobot. I was trying to remember the fucking name of that movie. I was trying to think of.
I was in the middle, so I don't know.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I just remembered the name, and I needed to say it.
iRobot was a better movie than this.
Yeah,
by far.
it was, but like
by a lot.
That's what this movie kind of reminded me of. But iRobot was so much better.
Yeah, so much better. When it comes to Overwatch, there's that contingent of the Overwatch lore that takes place in Nepal or in Tibet or somewhere. And, like, well, that's where Zenyatta's from. He's like a monk.
Yeah, he's a Buddhist monk. Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of like robot Buddhist monks in Overwatch, and this feels exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like it's got, like, they have like temples with robots in them, and they have like this is very, very Overwatch inspired.
Yeah. No, like what's annoying is that the setting was cool. Many things about this.
It was like. It was just a little bit before. It was almost cool. It was one grasp away from cool.
Listen, the writing made it bad. The inconsistent logics of the entire movie made it very bad.
Here's the thing, like, I've now seen enough, like, our AI's people stories. This one just did not do it.
It did not.
Here, like go play through Mass Effect again. All right, that one scene where the first Geth says, "Does this unit have a soul?" That one scene did everything this movie wanted to do in one line. In one moment of a trilogy of games, and did it better. Like, that one little bit did everything better than this entire movie. All right, even like Detroit Become Human did this better.
Yeah, like I didn't like
Detroit Become Human, but it was better than this though.
I just didn't enjoy it as a game. I think I would have enjoyed it more as like a TV series or a movie or something.
Yeah.
Detroit Become Human, but like as a game, it wasn't great. But I liked it. Like I liked it. Like I liked the story. I loved the story of Detroit Become Human. I just hated playing it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was that movie. I'm disappointed that we saw it. What a waste of fucking money, even though it was on the cheap day. Dave was fucking retarded to recommend this. Well, Dave's logic was like, at least they're making new stories. Yeah, but you gotta make good stories. They can't just be new.
I mean, to be fair, this wasn't new.
You know what I mean? Okay, we saw trailers for Captain Marvel's, the Captain Marvel sequel, and I'm like, fuck Marvel, dude. Fuck all these remakes and bringing back old properties and sequels to shitty fucking movies. Mm-hmm. He was right. This is a new property. Yeah. It just fucking sucked.
Yep. Yeah, it was not. Yeah, gotta keep logic. Gotta have actual real life logic in movies, and that will make your writing good.
Yeah.
Like it did. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think this would have been a better movie if the rating was like R or like slightly lower.
I'm pretty sure it was R. Yeah, there's blood in there. There's blood in there.
Oh yes, because blood makes an R rating.
You're gonna look it up?
Yes.
If it was an R or not?
I am 90% sure that this is like a PG or PG-14 rated movie.
Wait, PG-14?
What's it called?
It's PG-13.
Oh, whatever. I don't fucking know. There was a 14 in there. I was looking at the ratings.
That's for Canadian TV ratings.
Whatever, it's the same.
Okay, what's the rating?
I'm looking. Oh, it was rated. It's PG. I told you.
Okay.
This would have been better if it was like at least rated mature. Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of gunfights.
There's a lot of gunfights.
Wait, mature?
Not a lot
You mean
blood.
R? Mature is for video games.
I don't fucking care.
Oh, you don't know any of the ratings?
No, they're all the same.
Here's the thing. There was a lot of gunfights, a lot of people getting shot up, very little blood.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed very unrealistic.
The worst one was where you saw, the 2-second shot of the sergeant, the female sergeant, and her people getting blown the fuck up in the temple.
Yeah.
There was, a 2-second shot of you could see things flying. There was no blood, but there was body parts, flying, and I was like, whoo!
Yep, they had to cut a lot of that out to make sure to get it into that PG slot, for sure.
But, this would have been much better logic itself in the movie, but also I think a higher rating would have made the movie, better.
Maybe. Anyway, that was
disappointing. And I'm gonna rant about it to Dev all night.
What was it called again?
The Creator.
The Creator?
Because the whole point of whatever works
I don't
for them...
care.
Listen,
I don't care what the point... No, I don't care what the point is. Listen, that was The Creator. I'm disappointed we saw it. I'm gonna go fucking home and rape Dave for this.
Don't do that.
He deserves it for recommending this movie.
Don't say it on that. Why? Why would you say this?
I don't know. Listen, I was trying to think of an appropriate punishment, and I was like, that one? No. That one? No. That one?
Why wouldn't you just whip him?
Now we know what Naomi's into.